Hello everybody, it's Mr. Second Amendment, and we're just going to take another look at a gun that you haven't seen for a while on the channel. I do have some videos planned here, but this is my 590A1. You guys may recall I went out to build a modern trench gun concept. So nothing has really changed on the gun, but I got a 590A1. It had the speed feed stock originally, and it failed, but I think they've improved that speed feed design, but I basically took off the tape and it just came undone. But anyway, I set out to create, going back to World War I with the crazy trench guns we were running out there. I just kind of was on a mission to build, if we were to do that again, what would a modern trench gun look like? And I decided to build it off of my 590A1. This thing's a beast. It's got that dual extractors in there and allows for reliable extraction no matter what. I like that there's no loading gate, so that's one of the huge factors about the Mossberg series. On the 870, I don't like fighting a load gate. You just drop the shell in and go. You can also double load if you get pretty good at it. But this thing is heavy, guys. It has a thick profile barrel. We already discussed that. But I got, at the time, they either weren't being made or they were not available, but I couldn't locate a 590A1 Parkerized heat shield from Mossberg to complete the look, and I just had to roll with a standard 500, so that was a tight fit, and I had to do this custom rivet solution here, and thankfully the light mount that I'm using here keeps all of that. It's really a nice tight fit, so this heat shield does not walk at all. And it's not only to complete the look. I mean, if you fire so much like I was doing for the Mossberg Mayhem video, you fire a lot and then you touch that barrel, it'll let you know what's up. So it actually does help add some weight and keep you protected from the heat. This is just a Fenix PD32, and that's the Meprolite front sight tritium up there. I wanted at least the front sight to be tritium. Still rocking the standard Mossberg adjustable rear sights. So this is not your grandpa's royal blued varnished walnut duck hunting shotgun in the gun cabinet. This is something different, and got that Mesa Tactical, I believe it was, side saddle on here. Served me pretty well. Standard OD sling, and I got some tape. I think I was trying to alleviate the noise, but I'm just fine with it at this point. That's okay. But love this thing. It's Parkerized. You just got to keep it oiled so you don't have to worry about rust. Aluminum receiver, so we don't even have to worry about that. This gun, I don't even know, guys, I don't even know how many rounds I've shot out of this thing, but it's just a beast. It's heavy, it's huge, it's crazy. But if we were doing a modern trench gun, I think it would probably look something like this. This corncob style pump, I had to get this from one buyer. I think it was on eBay or Gunbroker. And they don't make, Mossberg doesn't make a wooden pump anymore like they used to. Okay, these days I think they look ugly. But this actually is the same profile, the same style that came with the gun, the black Palmer one. I just wanted it in wood, so I had to get this. This is from an 80s production Mossberg. On the back end, I had to locate a different seller to get this stock, and luckily they kind of pretty much match. Maybe someday I'll do a little bit darker walnut stain on this. I had to put a new butt pad on it because it had a metal, or it was like a plastic plate, and I wanted something like this. So I had to purchase a new part, and then I had to check out my hole alignment. I used a Sharpie to profile it, and I actually had to take this to a cobbler. We actually had a dude who was a cobbler down the street. I took it to his shop, and he basically burned off the excess, not when it was not on the stock. So he was running off the Sharpie marker profile that I drew on it and got it installed, and it was a perfect fit. Mostly perfect. I think we were kind of running somewhere on here. We were running pretty close to the metal plate, but it works. So anyway, this is probably where you would be with the modern trench gun concept. And of course, it's not a trench gun unless it fixes a bayonet. So this is a Marine Corps bayonet, and I think the Marines got it just right. Let me see if I can get some of that in there, and you can see that there. But This is the sharpest bayonet that I own. I didn't even sharpen it. It just came like that. I think it was Brownells or Midway USA. One of those two. They had a bunch of surplus bayonets that they were selling for real cheap. And I knew it had rust when I got it. It was kind of dusty and rusty, but it was exactly what I was looking for. So this really gives it character when you fix this bayonet. Now, is a bayonet practical? No. Who's using a bayonet? Especially in the civilian world. But it's one of those things, if it's going to be a modern trench gun, you want it to accept a bayonet. And overall, it completes the look. It's pretty sick. But it's cool too. I'm going to put this in the background here because I'm going to grab something else that shares the same bayonet. And you can look at your... Let's see, okay. So for your AR, all right, M4 standard style, all right, it accepts the bayonet as well. And that also kind of has its own cool look. So anyway, guys, not to get distracted here, I want to keep it to the Mossberg, but it's kind of cool. Just having this 12 gauge here perfectly sighted in. I love the adjustability of that, and it's perfect. So it's awesome. Love it. It's got night sight. It's got a flashlight on it. So if we were to do some kind of modern trench gun concept, I think it would look a lot like this. So I've been getting a lot of questions in the channel. I just want to do a flash video on this real quick, and hopefully that's answered some questions. But if you have any more questions, feel free to put them in the comments. It's all good. Thanks for watching.